Hi there. In this video, we are going to learn how to use evaluate function. Okay, this evaluate function is actually an older function where the Excel users are using in Excel 4.0 version, which is almost 1990s. Okay, if I am not wrong, it is 1995, somewhere around that. Okay. So this function is not listed in later versions. So however, we can use this function unless we know how to use it. Okay. This is basically a macro function. Okay, I'll tell you. Keep going. We'll understand a few advantages and how to use this function. Okay. To use this function, I have just taken uh, in examples. Let me use this example. Say I have okay, let me remove this is equal to plus. Okay. Oh my god, here also one more plus. Okay, say I have the combination of okay, I missed to enter, let me say, fine. Okay. Say I have some ranges. Okay, I mean to say the some cell references which doesn't have is equal to symbol in starting. So if it doesn't have is equal to, then it doesn't fetch any values, right? Let me use is equal to. I have pressed F2 to edit the cell. I have used home to go to the start of the uh, cell. Okay, I have just used is equal to, click enter, it fetches some value. But is this cell reference fetching some value? This is not fetching any value because it doesn't start with is equal to or plus symbol, right? So say you, for some reason, you have come across this kind of scenario, okay, where you find only the cell references without is equal to symbol. Okay, so how do you do this? It is easy if you have one or two, or in this example it is 8, I believe. Okay, so it is easy, we can easily do this if it is countable. What if it is not countable, right? So it is very simple. I'll consider the G column for results. Okay, so what I can do is I can use concatenate function, concatenate. Okay, I'll open double quotes is equal to comma this one. What it does, it will take this cell references starting with is equal to, right? But it doesn't work. I'll tell you why. Hit enter. See, this is not showing the values because this is in text format. Okay, so if this is in text format, it doesn't consider to get some results. Okay, so we can do it many ways. Okay, I'll tell you. So this is one way of concatenation. Otherwise you can also use is equal to double quotes is equal to ampersand, this symbol. Okay, even this does the same thing. Why this is not fetching values? Because these ranges, these cell references which is already present here is in text format. Okay, that's why it is not fetching any values. If you want this if you want this to be fetch some values, you have to paste by values. Okay, now it is paste by values. See, you can see in the formula bar, if you press F2, it will edit the cell. Now if we hit enter, it fetches some value. Okay, so this is in text format, that's what I'm saying. Okay, otherwise we can do it using paste by values and editing the cell. Otherwise what you can do is paste by values. You can either edit the cell, or what you can do is I'll press escape because it is distracting our view, right? Otherwise you can use alt a e, which is text to columns. Okay, this is text to columns. You can press next, next, finish. See, it fetches some value, right? When to use the second option, text to columns? When you have huge data, just select that particular column and use text to columns. It will automatically converts from numeric, it automatically converts from the text to numerics. Okay, it converts. Otherwise you can always go press F2, hit enter. Okay, so anything will does. The other option which is using evaluate function. Okay, we can fetch values using evaluate function. Okay, how to do this? Evaluate, when I say evaluate, if you use evaluate, see, even if when you are typing, it doesn't show it in the list of names. Evaluate, right? Because it is not listed. You need to know what are the criterias that is required for this function, and you need to apply that, then it will fetch us the value. Okay, if you use evaluate and if you select this cell reference, it will not fetch value. See, it is showing that function is not valid because it is not listed. Okay, always any function which is a macro oriented function, this is actually a macro function which users are using almost like Excel 4.0 versions. Okay, so how to use these kind of functions? We can use these functions in using name ranges. Okay, go to formulas, define name. Here you have result. Let me evaluate, let me mention eval. Okay, rather than this, okay, just mention this one, click OK. Now if you use evaluate, eval, okay, it automatically takes this. If you hit enter, it I'm sorry, go to name manager, edit, eval. Okay, oh, this is wrong. I have to use evaluate function. Evaluate, okay, take some cell. Okay, make sure this is relative. This should be D9 should be relative. Okay, if it is a relative reference, then only we can copy paste this formula to any other cell, then it will work fine. Oh, boom, started working. So copy this, I'll use this. What it is doing, it is selecting the range, okay, and it is giving a solution. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it is fetching some values, right? That's great. So this is how you can use evaluate function. Okay, eval is the evaluate. Make sure whichever if you use evaluate somewhere here, it takes the cell reference as this one, because it considers the difference between the result cell and the value which it has to be picked. That will be it is like recorded. Okay, because we have considered we have created a name based on this criteria. Okay, that's why you should always use, I'm sorry, you should always use eval, okay, wherever you have selected in the criteria. Fine. If you use it here, it fetches the value. Okay, every time the values are changing, don't get confused, because I have used rand between function. Rand between function will automatically changes every time when I hit enter. Okay, or every time when I refresh the sheet by using F9, like this. Okay, so don't get confused, the values are correct. Fine. So this is how you can use evaluate function, and the evaluate function can be only used using name manager. We cannot use this kind of functions directly with cell references. Fine. So that's all in this video. We'll see you in the next video. See you. Bye bye.